Oh, we've been waiting for this one. By the way, if you can't tell, the elements starting to pick up here at LaVelle Edwards Stadium. We've been anticipating rain, and rain is finally here. Well, he is one of the more accomplished passers in the history of the Boise State football program. This former Bronco is still a current Bronco, but this time he's playing for the ones in Denver. We'd like to welcome into the pregame show former Boise State quarterback Brett Rypien. The bye week plays out perfectly. How good is it to be around this Bronco football team once again?
It's great, man. Kind of made a last-minute decision to come tonight, but I'm really excited to be here. BYU, Boise's always a fun game, so I couldn't be more excited to be here.
Brett, I say Boise State BYU. What first comes to mind?
Great rivalry, man. I mean, every game that I played at least in was always close. We got out onto some good leads on them, the first couple times we played them, and then, it always ends up being a close game. So you never know what's going to happen. I mean, obviously the elements are going to be a little bit of a factor tonight, so it should be fun.
Brett, just to reminisce and have a little bit of fun, take us back to your first college start. You've obviously came a long way since then. Now you're a member of the Denver Broncos, but what do you remember as you were stepping under center 2,500 miles away from Boise, ready to take on the Virginia Cavaliers?
Yeah, man. I mean, it seems so long ago, but at the same time, it doesn't. It feels like, it's kind of just yesterday. And, I remember so much about from that game, taking my first hit, throwing my first touchdown pass, and it was just an unbelievable experience. My Uncle Mark was there as well, so I've come a long way since then, but definitely a memorable experience for me for sure.
Speaking of potential first career starts under center, Chase Court might be making one tonight, possibly. What's Chase give this program, this team?
Yeah, he's got great leadership ability. He's not much of a vocal leader. He's very different, I think, from my leadership style. He's lead by example guy, but he does a great job preparing himself every single week. He really kind of was under my wing a lot last year, always was asking questions, always, trying to learn and stuff. And, I know if he gets his opportunity tonight, he's going to be ready for sure.
Yeah, I mean, the conditions are perfect, obviously, for any quarterback making potentially his first collegiate start.
No doubt, yeah. I mean, these elements are going to play a factor, but, I know Chase will tough through it for sure.
There's another quarterback that is obviously gotten off to a great start in his own Boise State career, Hagenbach Meyer. You've only had the chance to probably watch most of what he's done from a distance, but what do you think about a true freshman stepping in? It's a situation that you've been in before. Hank is a little older, but still, it's a situation you can relate to.
Yeah, he's definitely not, he's not a normal true freshman quarterback. He said it, and he's one of the most polished guys I think I've ever seen come into, this program. And I actually got a chance to watch him throw this spring because the guys I was working with in my combine training and my pro day training, he's been working with for a while now. And so you could tell he's had great coaching from a young age, and he came into the program, stepped in right away, and he's done an unbelievable job. He's playing the position really well. He's operating the offense really well. He's tough as nails, and I think Bronco Nation should be really excited to have him for the next 4 years.
Brett Rypien calling people tough?
Yes.
Big time compliment.
Absolutely, indeed. Rip, how's Denver?
It's awesome. I love it. I love the city. Obviously the team, we haven't got off to a great start, but, we've been in some close games. I've learned a lot, I think, just in my short time there, and it's been great.
A couple more before we get you out of here. What is it like for you right now? You're on the practice squad, so how does your work week lay out? And, typically Sundays are the most important day for NFL football players, but it might be a little different for you.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, my game days are Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, which is, a lot different from the, my last 8 years. I've basically started playing quarterback from high school to college, and, it's been such a different transition for me. It's almost like a redshirt year in a sense, but, I'm learning a lot. I'm loving it, and it's been great.
Drew Lock, what's it like having him there?
It's been awesome. Drew and I have got along really well. Obviously having another guy come in and learn the offense with you is very helpful. We spend a lot of time together in the film room, and I think, I've helped him and he's helped me as well. So it's been great having him as well.
Finally, Brett, we'll get you out of here on this one. I'm not going to ask you for a prediction on tonight's game because we know what you're going to say, but what do you think about this team's chances to maybe continue this perfect run and chase a New Year's Six bid?
I'd love to see it. I love these guys. We had a lot of chances, with this same group last year, and unfortunately came up a little bit short. But for them to keep this success going would mean a lot for me. These guys work really hard. This coaching staff works really hard, and I want to see them do well.
Brett Rypien, you've left your mark on this program, and whether you know it or not, it's always cool when guys talk about the players that played, in the years prior. When we meet up with them in interviews each and every week, you're one of those guys. Your name constantly comes up. The way you did things was the right way. So, Brett, we appreciate you joining us, buddy.
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate
Brett,
it.
thanks for your time. Appreciate it,
All right,
man.
go get Dale Holston to get you a heavier jacket. The rain's coming down. It's freezing. My goodness. Thanks, Brett. Yeah.
Thanks, Brett.
All right. Still more to come on this edition of the Bronco Roundup Game Day Show. The weather's picking up. We're not finished yet. The Broncos are taking the field. We're back live from LaVelle Edwards Stadium right after this.